3 days after the sleepover, strange noises began emanating from Emily's room at night. Faint whispers in an unknown language echoed through the house, and the family's dog, Max, refused to go near her door, whimpering and growling at the threshold. Mrs. Monroe first noticed the scratches on Emily's bedroom walls. Deep and jagged, the markings spelled out cryptic words like "mine" and "no escape." When questioned, Emily would only shrug, her once vibrant eyes now hollow and distant. A week later, the family decided to film the occurrences, hoping to find some logical explanation. The footage they captured would later become infamous online as the possession of Emily Monroe. The first video showed Emily sitting cross-legged on her bed, staring blankly at the wall. For hours, she didn't move, didn't blink. At 3:15 a.m., she began speaking in a voice that wasn't hers, deep, guttural, and layered, as if multiple people were speaking at once. "They are here," she growled, "and you cannot stop them." Terrified, the Monroes sought help from their local priest, Father Daniels. A kind man in his late 50s, he was skeptical at first, but agreed to perform an exorcism after witnessing Emily's unnatural behavior. He arrived at the house armed with a Bible, holy water, and years of faith. The exorcism began in Emily's bedroom. Her parents stood in the corner, clutching each other as Father Daniels prayed over their daughter. Emily sat motionless at first, but as the priest sprinkled holy water, she let out a piercing scream that didn't seem human. The room's temperature plummeted, and the crucifix around Father Daniel's neck snapped in half. "What is your name?" the priest demanded, his voice trembling but resolute. Emily's head snapped back unnaturally, her eyes rolling into the back of her head. "We are Legion," she hissed. Her body convulsed violently, and the family watched in horror as she began levitating several feet off the bed. Father Daniels continued to pray, his voice louder, more commanding. Emily's body dropped suddenly, hitting the mattress with a thud. For a moment, the room was silent, save for the priest's heavy breathing. But it wasn't over. Emily's eyes opened, glowing a sickly yellow. She sat up slowly, her face twisted into a sinister smile. "You think you've won?" she whispered. The lights flickered, and a shadowy figure appeared in the corner of the room, a towering entity with glowing red eyes. The priest shouted a final prayer, and the figure let out a deafening roar before disappearing. Emily collapsed onto the bed, unconscious. The Monroes believed the ordeal was over, but Emily was never the same. She spoke rarely and avoided mirrors, claiming she could see them watching her. A month later, she vanished without a trace. The footage of her possession remains online, debated by skeptics and believers alike. But those who've seen it agree on one thing: it's the most chilling evidence of demonic possession ever recorded.